In other Olympic news, in the USA Today section, front page, we have an article about the history and the fad of Olympic tattoos and all the athletes. You see the tattoos on people, it costs a couple $100 each. Some of them got done to themselves because they saw it so frequently in Tokyo, they had to do it too. So now it's a fad that everyone does. So over the past 2 decades, a rings tattoo has become almost ubiquitous at the Summer Olympics, visible on arms, necks, torsos, ankles, and feet of athletes competing across discipline in almost every sport. Some go big, and some are small. A swimmer run 3 medals in 1988, and Saul says, "I think it's become a rite of passage. It's almost like a little card for an exclusive club." The origin of his tattoo, of course, it has to be a first person, and this is the rest of the story of why I like these very, very long articles about Olympic tattoos, is that Chris Jacobs, swimmer in '88, he's credited with starting the tattoo trend more than 30 years ago. He's 59 years old now. Remember, he won 3 medals in 1988 in Seoul. He says it's a rite of passage, but he started it. He noticed that a handful of Canadian swimmers, including the late Victor Davis, had small tattoos of a Canadian flag on their chest. So he said his mind wandered to another iconic symbol, the Olympic rings. So during the trip to Hawaii on his way back from the Seoul Olympics, he got a small tattoo of rings on his hip, low enough to be hidden by under his swimsuit during competitions. A few years later, he got another one a bit higher up on the hip. Then he decided to go bigger, which would be his third tattoo, a sizable colored version of rings drawn inside his right bicep. This represents a lot of people, he explained. I wanted to make a mark a period of my life, I suppose. So before long, everyone now has them in all the sports. Some people say that it's bad luck to get a tattoo before you show up to the Olympics. You can get sick, things happen, yada yada. But then the article goes on to say for people who couldn't wait and they did it anyway, with not many issues. And that's the rest of the story.